Chasing the stars, we'll stride into the dawn. Never back down till the battle is won. Face each foe with hearts brave and true, unafraid of the unknown, because I'll face it all with you. Hello, I'm the reviewer. You review it, I review you. This is my partner, Mr. It. Today we'll be looking at the pitch meeting episode on Back to the Future.
So, you have a movie for me?
Yes, sir, I do. It's gonna be called Back to the Future.
His delivery feels weird to me. It's like every line is trying to be the intro to a Markiplier video.
What happens in this thing?
Well, we're gonna meet this teenager, Marty McFly, and he's hanging out at his friend's house, this wacky old scientist guy, Dr. Emmett Brown.
Oh, and how did they become friends?
Somehow, I imagine.
Okay, I have no further questions.
I don't see what the big deal is. I mean, I've never told the story about how It and I became friends.
Okay, thank God. So Doc Brown, he's real wacky. He says "Great Scott" all the time.
Oh, Scott is tight.
Fantastic.
Could never really get into him myself.
So Marty's life is pretty crappy. Like, his dad gets bullied by this guy named Biff, his mom is an alcoholic, his brother has a crappy job, and his sister can't find a boyfriend.
Yikes.
I feel like one of these problems is significantly less of a big deal than the others.
Then one night, Doc brings Marty to a shopping mall parking lot because he built a time machine out of a DeLorean.
Oh, he did?
I love how matter-of-factly that was.
And so Marty escapes in the DeLorean and accidentally goes back to 1955.
That's in the past.
It certainly is, sir.
I didn't realize Universal was run by Captain Obvious.
See, the whole thing is that Marty's parents met after George was hit by that car, but now since Marty was hit by the car, Lorraine just wants to hook up with him. She's on a path to end up with him.
Right, okay, I feel like that's pretty messed up for a movie.
An anime, on the other hand.
Yeah, so the whole movie, Lorraine's trying really hard to get into her son's pants.
I do not like that sentence.
How do you think Marty feels?
She doesn't know that it's her future son.
I don't see how that's gonna be fun for anyone to watch.
It's kind of one of those, it's so uncomfortable you have to laugh sort of things.
Doc is like, uh-oh, Marty, this isn't good.
I have no idea if he meant to make that sound like Rick Sanchez, and it's driving me nuts.
How can he tell?
Well, Marty has this photo with him from the future, and you can see his siblings starting to disappear from it bit by bit, because they were never born.
So that exact photo at that exact time, at that exact angle, was still taken despite the wildly different circumstances?
Oh, that's gonna be the least of your questions come the end of the movie.
Sorry, sir, can I just a minute, Larry. So what's the plan?
Well, he's gonna pretend to force himself on his own mother, and then his father's gonna come in and beat him off, and that's really gonna impress the mom, and then she's gonna want to hook up with him instead of her own son.
I've got you the...
Okay, I'm gonna go. You sure? You can stick around. No, I insist.
That Freudian slip was so subtle, I almost missed it. Good writing.
So how does the plan play out?
Oh, well, turns out that bully Biff shows up, and he actually tries to force himself on Lorraine.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He's really going at it. He's really trying to take advantage of this girl.
And you're sure this is a family movie?
I'm telling you, I feel like it's gonna be a classic.
That doesn't really answer the question.
Okay, so I actually did just think of a title that might be a bit better.
Okay.
What if we call it Spaceman from Pluto?
Spaceman from Pluto?
Yeah. That is a real note that a Hollywood studio executive is giving.
Okay, before you start wondering why, that producer also wanted to change the script to fit this title. Still, thank God Spielberg essentially embarrassed him into backing off the idea.
So what else happens?
Well, Doc and Marty need to use this famous lightning strike on a clock tower to power the time machine back to the 80s.
Fun fact, that is the name of a jukebox musical. Sorry, I was in a production of it in high school, and now I'm making my nostalgia your problem.
But Doc is like, no, I cannot know any information about the future. The results could be disastrous, so he tears the letter up.
Oh no.
But I think you got possessed by Knuckles the Echidna there.
Oh no. So he gives himself 11 minutes.
Whoa, why would he give himself 11 minutes? Why not give himself a couple of hours or even days?
Well, he's gonna give himself 11 minutes because it's more exciting this way.
He's not wrong.
Yeah, his dad's a super successful author, his brother has a great job, his sister has a good dating life.
George is a rich author and they still live in the same house?
They do.
No accounting for taste.
Brother has a good office job and he still lives at home?
He does.
Okay, I'll give you that one. Maybe he's visiting before work or something.
Now wait, so his entire family have had a different life, but Marty still has the memories and experiences of the original timeline?
Yeah.
So what happens to the version of Marty that was living with the family on this new timeline that they were interacting with on a daily basis?
I'm gonna point you to our video from 2023 for that one.
So what do you think?
Well, it sounds insane and inappropriate in several ways.
And I love it.
Somehow I do think it'll be a classic.
Oh yeah, nobody's ever gonna dare to even think about remaking this thing.
Yeah, nothing ever came of that. It really is fascinating that this is the one franchise safe from the modern craze of remakes and sequels. Anyway, this video was...
Something very familiar about all this.
Hey, yeah, didn't John Mulaney do this bit in one of his stand-ups?
This was kind of a special episode. If you didn't know, the entire Pitch Meeting series was inspired by a stand-up bit by John Mulaney where he talks about trying to sell Back to the Future and what a crazy, crazy idea it is.
Oh. Well, shit. Regardless, this video was fine. Even by 2020, when this video came out, a lot of the criticisms and plot holes of Back to the Future were kind of old hat, Spider-Ham here notwithstanding. But I do think it's worth watching because, despite my comments, the delivery is very entertaining. I'm the Review Reviewer. You review it, I review you.